He's going to return it from near the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. To the air, it's Raiola. Aggressive call on the opening play. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
Finds his man. It's lost. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. And the Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Third down, out of the shotgun. And looking for a big play here. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds his man, has the first down. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
A deep shot to the left side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
On the move now. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And it's intercepted.
Well, that is it. Way to start this game for this offense, throwing an interception on their first drive. Big thing now is you go to the sideline, talk to the offensive coordinator, make a couple adjustments, and come back and play with confidence next time you get the ball.
They're going to the air on the first play. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. You make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up with a first down at the 47. First down and 10 now. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense and man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
That sack makes it second down and forever. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Texas Tech.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
PAT makes it 7-0. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Receivers are bunched together. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44. Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense starts with a 1st and 5 after that penalty. Back to pass. It's Raiola. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They were not going to catch him that time.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop? Give this hot offense the football back.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. What a stiff arm. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. And set. Here's 2nd down. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, you got to be thinking, hey, we got him right now. And they dial up the blitz, get after him, and come up with a sack.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking deep downfield to the left. And the pass is batted down, broken up on 4th down. What a play.
Well, Chris, there's crazy, then there's what we just saw. I'm not sure what this head coach is thinking. Late in the game, trailing by a bunch, I get. But you've got time. Way too early in this game to go for it on 4th and a mile.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. He's got it right near the end zone. He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line. Nittany Lions looking to run some tempo here. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. He fights in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask from the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Return begins inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. The complexion of this drive suddenly changing. One massive play, and they're closing in on the red zone now with the 1st down. Using his legs on the scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. So first play of the quarter, offense setting up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Well, that's his second touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. First down, looking to throw the ball. Zips it down the middle. Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. It was a 1st and 10 play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. He's looking deep again. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. He could go. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Makes the catch. It's Douglas. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
To the air, it's Jennings. Going for a big play downfield. Dives to make the grab for a huge gain.
Boy, this is a big play by this offense. They go on the post route. It's a perfectly run route. It looks like the ball is going to be overthrown, but how about the receiver laying out to bring that one in for the big game?
And looking to throw now on first down. Trying to get the throw off. Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking to throw yet again. Lets it go quickly. That's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. Inside the 25. He's in the clear. Enough to convert on third there. So first down from the 12 now.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Looking to throw it on first down. He escapes the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Texas Tech. So the offense obviously declines that penalty on the defense, and the touchdown will stand. Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT puts them in front by 7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. A quick throw to the right. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but man, defense, a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but his aggressive chance by this offense in good position to take that throw away.
Back to pass. It's Raiola. Quick throw complete to the tight end. He has first down yardage at the 46.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Short throw complete to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. The Nittany Lions hustle to the line to run the hurry out. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot to the right. Pass caught out of the 20. He makes the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone. They move the 6, but hurry to the line here on first down now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
He throws it away. A smart choice that time, but it will bring up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it again. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal.
What a great route here by this tight end on third down, and the quarterback does a smart thing by looking for the big fella. Who's your best friend on third down? Of course, the tight end, and now we've got first and goal.
Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
They decide to throw the football down inside the 5-yard line, and the defense is there to keep them short of the end zone. Good job and great execution by the defense.
Offense facing second and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line, and we're able to get him down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. We'll see what the offense dials up here on third and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here.
He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So what's the play call? It's 4th and goal from the 3. To throw, it's Raiola. Looking for 6. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, that's how you close a half of them. What a game we have already here. Looks like we're going to be all tied up heading into half after the throw for 6.
And the PAT is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. First play of the drive now, coming up from the 29. The wide receiver coming in motion now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
Boy, it's another big play for this offense. This game has been going back and forth, and we're still in the first half. Where would this game end up by the 4th quarter?
And they heave it deep downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Close to the tight end. Makes the catch downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
You know, as a play caller, when your offense is executing like this, it just opens up the playbook. Whether it's a run or a pass, you trust your guys to be able to do the right thing. Gives you a chance to be able to pick up first downs like this.
Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return begins inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Final seconds of the first half, they will just take a knee and head to the locker room. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. But they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Trying it onside to start the third with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. Trying to build the lead as we begin the third quarter and trying to clean up those pass protection issues. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes a reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but
looking for a deep completion. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there.
You got to pick the right time to take your shots downfield, and this offense just did that. A huge gain, and now they're down in the red zone for a first down.
Looking to pass. It's Jennings. On the move now. And left with no option. Just has to throw it away.
I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there. And if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
Looking to throw again. The pass rush closing in. This throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Now, crucial 3rd down and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas Tech. Away to get us going. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Looking to throw. It's Raiola. First play taking a deep shot. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. The 30. Past the 20. They fight. long kick, fielded inside the 25. They get it down at the 39-yard line after an excellent return. Quarterback making some changes at the line. To throw, it's Raiola. Looking deep in the very first play. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Touchdown, Penn State. No chance to catch him there.
Chris, I cannot believe how this game has gotten started for this offense. First play of the game, they get a one-on-one matchup, and instead of waiting, they take a shot, and they hit it for a score.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. First play looking to throw it. Aggressive call on the opening play. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Oh, he's bringing it back. They finally bring... Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football. National championship at stake. And here's the return from inside the 5. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They finally get him, but that's a great return. The last line of coverage guys just able to corral him, but a great spot to start this drive. Wideout's now clustered. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. First play taking a deep shot. Oh, that one's picked off. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
For the first play of the game, the defense comes up with a turnover. Good job of mixing up their coverages, showing one look, going to another. I think they confused the quarterback. He puts it right into coverage, and they're able to capitalize.
So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Second down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the clear. Across the 40. Here he goes. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They strike first in this national title bout.
My, oh my. Now that's a play that makes your jaw touch the floor. The pass and catch to take it the distance on one play is definitely an offensive coordinator's dream.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Scanning the field. It's Sellers. Pressure is coming. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. And he drops back in the gun. The sure hands. It's Roberts. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. A running play called on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a dart right down the middle. Touchdown, Penn State. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Scanning the field. It's Sellers. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Bringing pressure. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield.
This is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
One massive play, and suddenly they're at the plus 45-yard line here. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle. Kirk showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That's reeled in. It's Stewart. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on first and second down. So you force the offense to consistently have to try on third and long. That's exactly what's happened here.
He's in the clear. Here he goes. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, shout out to this defense. What a play. Great job of getting penetration. Hey, they're backed up near their goal line. Does not prevent them from sniffing out that trickery of the jet sweep. Good job of picking that one up.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes, as they answer with their first score of this title game.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the point after attempt. Team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On first and 10, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, just throw the ball away and see what happens on this next down.
The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 24. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And he drops it. Can you believe it? So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. To throw, it's Raiola. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Breaks into the clear. Finally brought down at the 7. Sets up a first and goal here. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. He's got it, looking for the end zone. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. The Nittany Lions will crank up the tempo. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line.
Wow, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance.
Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Chris, I'm surprised here, but it worked out. 4th down and goal, quarterback sneak. The offensive line got low, got a good push to give him just enough room to get into the end zone.
And he knocks through the PAT. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Oh, the kicking team recovers. That gamble pays off.
Chris, what just happened here? I'm in awe of this coach's sheer boldness. Going for an onside kick when you're up by a few scores? Wow. That's all I can say.
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Quick throw over the middle. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. Back to throw. It's Raiola. He'll take a deep shot here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. And the Nittany Lions will look to convert here on 4th down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. And he finally... The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. Return starts from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. It's a bunch formation. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers.
Receiver in motion now. Back to throw. It's Pavia. Oh, the pass is picked off. Touchdown, Penn State. The defense produces 6 points.
Gosh, I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now here comes the bunch formation. They're going to the air on the first play. With the catch, it's White. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
1st and 10 play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Delivers quickly to the left side. He makes the grab. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Takes a shot at the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. They cap the drive with 6 points.
Chris, the quarterback looks up, sees a wide-open target. Sometimes those throws are harder than the ones where they're tightly covered. But he makes a nice throw, and it's an easy touchdown for this offense.
Extra point splits the uprights. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Kickoff team now set to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that. Throw. It's Raiola. That's caught. It's Perry.
They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Looking deep to the right after all that. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Too much speed for the defense. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Good work by the blockers in that return team. He found the lane, and so this drive is going to begin with good field position. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. This one falls incomplete, but it looked like the defense jumped off sides.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Gift to the offense with the offsides makes it 1st and 5. On the run, it's Henderson. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. It's an out route, the catch made. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Keeping it on the ground here. 0 running route. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Humphreys. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. He escapes the pocket. Oh, what a grab! He's in the clear. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown. There's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. Here's the first play of the drive. It started at 28. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to scramble. The tight end has got it.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. To the air, it's Raiola. On the move now. He'll throw it deep down the middle of the field. Catch made wide open way downfield. Brought down to the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Catch made on the left side. Force out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal. And the Nittany Lions come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Second and goal for the offense. And he'll set up to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Penn State. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. It's a keeper. Nowhere to run up the middle. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Oh, it's nearly intercepted, but dropped by an excellent defensive player. He's going to bring up third down. Defense is coming after him. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
Play action fake, looking to throw.
Why in the world would the offensive...
kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. He'll return it from inside the 5. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Dropping back, it's Wyola. Quick throw to the left. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
How about that? That's the way to start a game. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
One big play, and the offense has flipped the field. They're across the 50, set up with a first down. First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Ross. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Makes the catch at the 10-yard line. Offense threatening now. Nittany Lions hustle to the line to run the hurry up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quick throw caught to the left side. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
Thing about this tight end is he is not only a great blocker, but shows here early in this game he can make great catches as well.
The Nittany Lions line up with a first and goal. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They draw first blood in this national title game. In a national championship game, you can't do a better job than setting the tone immediately.
Look, it's the biggest game of the year, so you got to bring your best. An opening drive, the offense right there just did that. That's how you get this thing started.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Fake, looking to throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
A sack sets up a second down and very long. Back to pass. It's Pavia. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to create some matchups to their advantage, but man, this defense is so athletic. Nowhere to go here after this catch.
On third down, he drops to throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I just don't get it. You're inside your own red zone, and you're going for it here. You might as well just give the opponent the ball and a chance to score an easy touchdown.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time.
Moves out of the pocket. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down.
Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. Snags the quick throw. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Man, this defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force them to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. He escapes the pocket. Catch made on the sidelines. It's a short gain, but enough to move the sticks.
I love that big target on third down. He's got great athletic ability, but it's his size that creates such a matchup advantage. When you get to third down, just put it up in the air and let him come down with it.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Good job by the coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 22. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Dropping back. It's Pavia.
Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the 2nd sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to seen a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that first down marker. Instead, we got a 4th down decision.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. 4th down, looking to throw for it.
And they've got him on the blitz. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Grab behind the line. It's right. Here he goes. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. To the air. It's Hoover. Looking to scramble. On the run here. Lets it go. With the catch, it's Coleman. That play moves the ball across midfield. They'll be set up with a first down at the 41.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Grab behind the line. It's Price. Breaks into the clear. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Back to throw again. On the move now. You wisely throw that one away. Here's the second down play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Price. He's in the end zone ahead. Touchdown, tied. Great connection there for 6 points.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Changing the play at the line. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Aggressive call on the opening play. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's another deep shot. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44. Nittany Lions looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And looking to throw now on first down. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. Here comes 2nd and 10 from the 44 after that incompletion. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Moves out of the pocket. Fires it on the move. What a catch! Tackle, but first down. The Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Over the middle, it's lost. The offense makes the recovery and takes off. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, you talk about avoiding a disaster. That ball is on the ground, free for anybody to pick up. The offense picks it up, and not only that, they take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. Back to pass. It's Hoover. He's looking deep down the middle. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Running out of time in the pocket. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up second down. Looking for some space. It's Jordan. Gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Ross. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
And the Nittany Lions hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackled there by the defense. 3rd down play for this offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. To throw, it's Raiola. Here's a throw underneath the tight end. We're able to move the sticks. Set up now, 1st down at the 34.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the 1st down here, because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no-man's area there. If they did not pick up the 1st down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice 1st down.
Short connection to the tight end here. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a real nice gain there. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on 1st down. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Perry. Brought down at the 7. Completion moves him closer to the goal line. Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Quick throw caught on the left side. Touchdown, Penn State. Strong game by this quarterback. Kicking team on now for the extra point. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Payne. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Man, the defense seems to be all about loading up to stop the run. They're creating some one-on-one opportunities, and the quarterback and receiver make them pay for it with a great play.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. Caught behind the line. It's Price. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Of course, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
They look to throw it here on second down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. We'll see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, and another incompletion. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. It's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Looking deep to the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
Looking to throw. It's Raiola. The pocket breaking down. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Looking to chuck it again. Quick throw, testing the middle. He makes the grab. Stopped after the catch at the 9, but it's first and goal now.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Nittany Lions line it up with 1st and goal. Looking to throw here. Moves out of the pocket. Looking for 6. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
This guy's starting to prove that he is a mismatch from this defense. 2nd touchdown of the day, and a great job by the coordinator continuing to find unique ways to get this guy on one-on-one opportunities for touchdowns.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fair catch made at the 15-yard line. First play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's Hoover. Looking to scramble. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking to make a big play downfield. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line.
Ah, here he goes. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
That's a big 1st down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the 2nd half on offense.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. On the run here, taking a deep shot. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
What a great job here by the defender on a deep ball downfield. One of the toughest things to do is get your head turned back, locate the football. He does it perfectly and bats it away.
Something here on 3rd down after the incompletion. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. The pass rush closing in. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
He just felt that one coming. 3rd down and long. Those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
So here they come on 4th and long, trying to overcome that crucial sack on 3rd down. This won't be easy. Brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
The quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown! Here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Try and run it. Here's the running back. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Scanning the field, it's Jennings. He escapes the pocket. Throws it deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense. Big gain. So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense is set up just outside the 30. And here's the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Throwing off play action. Pressure is coming. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. Pass hauled in inside the 15. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Well, that is a dream start for the offense. What an opening possession.
You know, sometimes you just want to kind of get settled into a game. These guys didn't really wait at all. They had a script. They knew exactly how to attack the defense, and it works out.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Loses the football. The scramble is on. He falls in his own fumble. That could have been a huge blow on him, the touchdown.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break. His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Looking deep in the very first play. Oh, man! Catch made, big play. Look out, off and running. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, that's why this wide receiver is one of the best in the country. Makes a routine catch, and look what he does with it. Takes it almost a length of the field for a touchdown.
Point after, not right through. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver. So after the incompletion, it's second down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass you gotta have to come up with and make a catch.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Incomplete. A chance for a big man takeaway there, but he couldn't quite hold on.
Oh, man, nearly a disastrous play there by the quarterback. Look at his facial expressions right now. He knows that he caught a break, trying to force the ball in there. He's going to have to make better decisions moving forward and work through his progressions to find his open man.
Fourth and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Breaks into the clear. Now here he goes. Out past the 30. Throws out the stiff arm. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Dogs.
Man, I know that this guy can make plays downfield, but Chris, how about this touchdown on 4th down? They throw it to him short. He not only picks up the first down, but with his wiggle and speed, he takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. First play of the drive now set up at the 27. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Dropping back. It's Raiola. On the move now. And he just throws it away. So second down after the incompletion. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Moves out of the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. And the Nittany Lions have 1st and 10 here.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs.
Caught near the goal line. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Penn State.
Chris, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in him.
And they tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Makes the catch downfield. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
To throw, it's Jennings. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words with his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. He'll take a deep shot here. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. The pass is caught, but they rule him out of bounds, so it's incomplete.
Yeah, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. On the run here, lets it go. And this pass is caught. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
1st down here for this offense. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. 1st down, looking for more now. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
The old toss play, man. This is a play that used to be so popular in college football when teams ran out of the I formation. Nowadays, you can pretty much run the toss out of almost any formation. But the key is still sealing the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle. Got to seal the edge to be able to allow your back to get to the corner.
Deep shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
It's a toss play to the right. And the offense going backwards in that play. Defense makes a stop to wrap up the 1st quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Jennings. On the move now. Oh, what a grab! They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
Well, that's saving your best for a critical moment. 3rd down play, quarterback puts it up where you've got a chance to get your hands on it, but a good job of coming down and getting a foot down for that 1st down.
Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. Here's the first play of the drive. It started at the 28. He'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looking deep down the left side. It's caught. They will rule that a catch. A huge game through the air. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Moves out of the pocket. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Back to throw. It's Raiola. Looking downfield near the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Boy, an easy throw, an easy read, and an easy catch for the touchdown. I thought the receiver might have to call a fair catch. He was so open.
And the point after is right down the middle. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they start the drive. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the pass is incomplete. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Trying to create here on the move. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking to scramble. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried the throw that time.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10 from the 45. Looking to throw. It's Raiola. This time, a completion. He's in the clear. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for him.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. He's got it near the end zone. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. The Nittany Lions will come to the line to run the hurry up.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Now they come up second and goal from the 3. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. And takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. First play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Dropping back, it's Jennings. He's going for a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's when you've got to get a little greedy, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
Fires it to the wideout. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it away.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Coleman. Finding space at the 20. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
That's how you close a half off for this offense, leaning on the run game to get into the end zone and setting yourself up to go into half all tied up. What a game we have here.
They're set now to try the PAT. And he knocks it right through. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he fields it inside the 15. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. To the air, it's Raiola. Looks over the middle, and that's complete.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Taking a deep shot here to the right. Catch made in space. Look out. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The touch strategy here. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. First down. Looking to throw the football. He escapes the pocket. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain.
The offensive fireworks continue. It's almost like this is a video game out there today.
Man, I could have sworn it was the new EA college football being played out there.
Strong resemblance, yeah.
You know, this is one of those games that it's turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped from throwing the football downfield, and the points are piling up on the board. The final score might even look like a basketball game the way it's being played right now.
He's wide open. Look out. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. He's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And he goes nowhere. Stop and hold behind the line of scrimmage. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Now it's 3rd down and goal for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Dogs will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Return begins inside the 10. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. On the move. Can they catch him? They can't catch him. Touchdown.
Chris, just textbook blocking on this kickoff return. The return man simply makes the adjustment, finds a gap, and he is gone. What a way to start his second half and get the crowd into the game.
PG is good. So they're up by a touchdown, 35-28. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now. Set up at the 24. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
And looking to throw now on first down. On the run, he'll let it go. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Back-to-back juke plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Looking to throw it on first down. On the move now. He lets it go on the move. Oh, he makes the catch.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. A deep shot to the left side. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Dogs. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded just inside the 25. And he's brought down after a decent return out of the 31. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Back to pass. It's Raiola. It's a short completion of the tight end. They finally make the stop right near midfield. And first down. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Now looks deep left. He had all day. Yes, can he get in? Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be first and goal from the 1. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they jump on top during the second half.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's Smith. Tackle made after a big gain. The Bulldogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
You talk about a dream football game at the college level. This guy's now over 400 yards passing today.
On the run, he'll let it go. And it's going to be way off the receiver. It was wide open. The pass off target. Missed opportunity. After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10 from the 45. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Moves out of the pocket. They'll try a pass here. Caught by the receiver. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert third and short here from the 50. Out of the gun now on third down. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. The ball near midfield. The offense going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. First play of the quarter, the offense has a first down. Some confusion on the snap count.
A false start cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw yet again. He escapes the pocket. Lets it go quickly. And he throws his third interception of the day. Could take it all the way. And that's a solid return after the interception.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender when he throws the interception.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And the wideout goes in motion. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Penn State.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his third touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. And he slings it deep back to the left side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46. The Dogs looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking to throw it deep. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Not much on the return. Will kick this away to start us off. Return starts from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. To the air, it's Raiola. First play taking a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Way too much speed on that play.
Chris, just like that, you get the ball to the best player on the field, and it pays off. One play and a touchdown. We knew this guy was going to have an impact on this game. I didn't realize it was going to be on the first play.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The linebacker shifting around now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He lets it go. What a catch! He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. The misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 46. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking downfield. It's Raiola. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He makes the grab. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. 2nd down after that previous play. Looking to throw it again. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Oregon State. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
Automatic on the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Receiver in motion now. And the encroachment penalty moves the ball up a little bit. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Back to pass. It's Raiola. Lets it fly to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the clear. At the 10. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Penn State.
Chris, this quarterback seems to be feeling it right now. That's his 2nd touchdown pass in this game. Doing a great job of reading coverage and getting the ball ahead of his hands on time.
PAT puts him in front by 7. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
Oregon State's offense back out on the field now.
The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 38. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's White. He goes down after a solid gain on the play. That's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense. The Beavers looking to cash in this red zone trip. Trying the run. It's Jordan. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
To throw, it's Raiola. Looking to the end zone, and he makes the catch. Touchdown, Beavers.
Hey, the offense does their job of getting points on the board, score the touchdown, 6 points. All we need is an extra point. Chris, we got a tie game.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And here comes a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. On the move now. He'll throw it now. Quick completion to the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. And the Nittany Lions come up to the line in a hurry-up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's clogged way downfield inside the 35. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
But when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
The Nittany Lions lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's Raiola. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! Tackle made quickly after the catch, but moves the ball to the 12, a red zone opportunity. The Nittany Lions churn out another 1st down. First down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. I think he's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. Caught quickly on the left side. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They connect for 6.
Well, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury.